Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Perfectionism and stress. How to break the cycle. In today's fast-paced world, the quest for perfection is more prevalent than ever. We often set unreasonably high standards for ourselves, thinking it's the key to success. But this obsession with flawlessness can lead to increased stress and anxiety. Why does perfectionism cause so much stress? When you're always chasing an ideal, you leave little room for mistakes or rest. This constant pressure can be draining, affecting your mental and physical health. The need to be perfect can stifle creativity, reduce productivity, and deteriorate your overall well-being. Understanding perfectionism. Perfectionism is more than just wanting to do well, it's a relentless drive to meet impossibly high standards. This can often lead to stress and anxiety. To better understand perfectionism, let's look at its different types and common traits. Types of perfectionism. Perfectionism isn't one size fits all. There are three main types. Self-oriented perfectionism. This type involves setting high standards for oneself. People with self-oriented perfectionism push themselves hard to achieve their goals. They often focus on their own mistakes and shortcomings. While striving for personal success can be good, the constant pressure can lead to burnout. Socially prescribed perfectionism. Here, the pressure comes from society or external sources. This type involves feeling the need to meet the expectations of others, like parents, teachers, or peers. The belief is that others will accept or value them only if they are perfect. This external pressure can lead to feelings of inadequacy and depression. Other-oriented perfectionism. This type focuses on imposing high standards on others. People with other-oriented perfectionism expect perfection from those around them. They may become frustrated or critical when others don't meet their expectations. This can strain relationships and create a stressful environment for everyone involved. Common traits of perfectionists. Perfectionists share several common traits. These can often contribute to their stress and anxiety. High standards. Perfectionists set extremely high goals for themselves. They aim for nothing less than perfect. While ambition is a good thing, these standards can be so high that they are almost impossible to achieve, leading to frustration. Fear of failure. The thought of failing is terrifying for perfectionists. They believe that anything less than perfect is a failure. This fear can prevent them from trying new things or taking risks, which can limit their growth and development. Critical self-evaluation. Perfectionists are often their harshest critics. They focus more on their mistakes than their successes. This constant self-criticism can lead to low self-esteem and make it hard for them to feel good about their achievements. Understanding these types and traits of perfectionism helps in recognizing how they contribute to stress. By identifying these patterns, you can start taking steps to manage them better. The link between perfectionism and stress. Perfectionism and stress often go hand in hand. The relentless pursuit to be perfect can take a toll on both your mind and body. Let's explore how perfectionism impacts your psychological well-being and physical health. Psychological impacts. Trying to be perfect all the time can lead to serious mental health issues. Some common psychological effects include anxiety. When you aim for perfection, you constantly worry about making mistakes. This fear of failure can create a loop of anxiety. You might find yourself obsessing over what could go wrong, which leads to constant worry, always thinking about how to avoid errors. Sleepless nights. Difficulty sleeping due to racing thoughts. Nervous habits. Biting nails or tapping fingers can be signs of underlying anxiety. Depression. Setting unrealistically high goals can make you feel like you're never good enough. This constant self-criticism can lead to depression. You may feel hopeless, like you'll never meet your own standards. Worthless, believing you don't measure up to others. Isolated, feeling alone in your struggles because you think no one else understands. Burnout. Burnout happens when you push yourself too hard for too long. Perfectionists often work until they can't anymore. This can lead to exhaustion, both mental and physical fatigue. Lack of motivation. Losing interest in activities you once enjoyed. Cynicism. Feeling indifferent or negative about your work or life. Physical consequences. The effects of perfectionism aren't just in your head. They can manifest in your body too. Here are some ways your physical health can suffer. Sleep disruption. Constantly striving for perfection can keep you up at night. When you're always thinking about what needs to be done or what you didn't do right, your sleep suffers. Poor sleep can lead to insomnia, trouble falling or staying asleep. Restless nights, frequent waking during sleep. Daytime fatigue, feeling tired throughout the day. Headaches. Stress from trying to be perfect can cause constant tension in your body, leading to headaches. You might experience tension headaches, often caused by tight muscles in your neck and shoulders. Migraine headaches, severe headaches that can be triggered by stress and lack of sleep. Digestive issues. Your gut is sensitive to stress. When perfectionism leads to chronic stress, it can affect your digestive system. You might notice stomach aches, feeling nausea or pain in your stomach. Irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Conditions like IBS can flare up due to stress. Loss of appetite. Stress can make you lose interest in eating, affecting your nutrition and energy levels. Understanding these impacts can help you recognize when perfectionism is taking a toll on your health. It's crucial to notice these signs and take steps to manage your stress effectively. Causes of perfectionism. To understand perfectionism, it's essential to explore the reasons behind it. Perfectionism doesn't occur out of thin air. Instead, it's born from a mix of genetic and environmental factors. Genetic factors. Yes, genetics can play a role in perfectionism. You might be hardwired to strive for flawlessness. Studies suggest that some people may inherit traits that make them more prone to perfectionist behavior. For example, a naturally high level of conscientiousness can make you more detail-oriented and driven to meet high standards. Think about it. Have you ever noticed a parent and child both stressing over tiny details? It might not just be a coincidence. Genetics can impact how we react to challenges. If a parent is a perfectionist, there's a chance their child might be too. This doesn't mean it's hopeless, but knowing that perfectionism can be part of your DNA helps explain why it's so tough to shake. Environmental influences. While genetics can set the stage, your environment plays a leading role. From family expectations to cultural norms and social media, many external factors can fuel perfectionist tendencies. Family expectations. Families can be a breeding ground for perfectionism. Imagine growing up in a household where only A+ grades are celebrated, or where mistakes are met with disappointment. These high expectations can push you to aim for perfection, fearing that anything less will lead to disapproval or rejection. Children often internalize these expectations, believing that their worth is tied to their achievements. This belief can stick with them well into adulthood, driving a relentless quest for perfection to earn validation. Cultural norms. Cultural norms also shape our views on perfection. In some cultures, striving for excellence is seen as a virtue and failure is stigmatized. This societal pressure can make you feel like you must be perfect to fit in or be respected. In competitive cultures, achieving high standards is often linked to personal success and status. This makes it difficult to settle for good enough, because perfection is viewed as the only acceptable outcome. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll discuss practical strategies to manage perfectionism effectively. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment.